This video will be a setup and review of the Mocreo ST5 sensor. Okay, so this was sent to me in lieu of a review. So here's my review. Now, go ahead and unbox it real quick. I believe about all the setup you have to do on this is just installing the app and connecting to it. There's the user manual. It shows what temperatures can be, all the different parts and whatnot. Then we have this is a hub. Suction cup. Another suction cup. There's the cable and plug. Okay, and here we have our probes and USB cable. And go ahead and plug in the probe here. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and download the app. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and add the app. There is somewhere in here. Oh, right there on the box. On the box, it's got a little QR code you can scan to go to it, but you can also just simply go to the Play Store and we'll do a search for Mocreo and install the app. Open that one. Get started. Click on the top right corner to add. Add device. H5 LTE right here on the back. Okay, continue. I think this is the Pro. No, it's this one. Then I'll have to log in, so I'm going to pause that one. Setup mode. Connect the power cord to the hub. Make sure the hub is in setup mode. The hub shows setup info, LED lights flashing blue, which it appears to be doing. Hit next. Wow. So I connected it to the Wi-Fi and it's transferring that information over to the hub now. The kitchen, add room, next. Probe. Hub. Probably change that later. I don't know what to put there. Now I'm guessing the sensors have to be done as well. I am going to plug this in. It's going to be off screen, unfortunately for you, because it's got a really short cable. So I'm just going to plug that in off screen over here. Oops, out here, it's a little hole. Alright, so now we got the flashy light. Okay, so do that. And it'll probably stop my screen recording. Next. Next. Okay, it's device. There we go. It's adding device. Done. Next. And I'll just name that one temp 1. Next. Now we're going to try to get a little cleaner shot of this. Okay, so I'll peel this back. Right there is where that hole is. I'm going to go ahead and plug the prong in. Disconnect that. Plug it in. So, poke the bear. I don't think I went straight down that very well. You know, it'll probably be easier to hold that on there. Okay, we got that flashing. I'll go ahead and plug that back in now. Go over here, click on the plus, add device, temperature sensor, blink in, next. Done. Next. Temp 2. Temp 2. Next. Okay. Unplug it. There we go. Okay, it took a minute to actually connect to the hub. So now they're working. So now all you do is just simply go in and stick it in the freezer and the refrigerator. So I'm going to do that real quick. And I'll just do that off camera. Okay, so I've added those to my refrigerator. Okay, so that's kind of neat. You can see what it's looked like over day, month, and year for each sensor. That's pretty neat. Good to have for your freezer. If you're away, you know the whole deal of if your power goes out, you kind of want to know it so you know if your food's still fresh in the freezer. This would be a great way to see that. And you just go back and look at the historical data of it to know. One other thing that they did send me, this is something you can purchase as well, and of course there will be links down there in the description for both of these, is a thermal hydrometer. So this one right here will give you temperature and humidity. So I'm just going to put this one up in the room. Go ahead and get it unpackaged here. Sure am. There we go. Let me poke the bear again. Okay, got it flashing. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yay, I found it. And I'm going to not do that. I'm going to name this temp. Next. There we go. Whoa, it's cold in the freezer. Alright, and oh yeah, it does show you the battery level there too. There's a temp humidity sensor. Okay, so I wanted to take a little deeper dive into the app here. Did not want to do that. So let's go take a look at settings for the different temperature sensors. So click on this one here. This is one obviously in the freezer. If that's in the refrigerator, then I got big problems. By the way, what temperature should a freezer be at? What do you think? I Googled it and they're all over the place, and I'm not going to mention that right here. But if you want to answer that down there in the comments for me. All right, so a few things that you can do here is we have alarm settings. So I can actually do a temperature alarm. So when it drops below a certain temperature, or outside of a certain temperature range, I guess, it will set off the alarm. So I'm gonna let's just do this. Actually, go this way. Since this is for the freezer. If it gets above freezing, we can all agree that that's not good, right? If it gets above freezing. So I'm gonna set the alarm. Anti-false alarm. Okay, so you can set anti-false alarm for like a minute, so it has to be at that temperature more than a minute before it sets it off. Get this out of the way here. Hub beeping alarm. Might as well turn that on, right? Schedule alarm all day. That's good. I want it to work all day long. And hit save. And let me see. I'll go ahead and data calibration. Oh, so you can actually calibrate your thermometer. So if you got another one that's more reliable, you can calibrate it. I'm gonna just assume that's good. History data export. You can export the data. Firmware upgrade. Firmware is good. So I'm gonna go back in here and we'll get out of that one. And this one right here is for the refrigerator. So we'll set that alarm as well. Alarm settings, temperature alarm. Actually, I'm gonna set that one so if it goes below freezing, it lets me know. There we go. Come on now. And if it gets above, right about here, minimum, maximum, and you can do this right here. Do that, hit save. Oh, I shouldn't hit save just yet. That's okay though. Alarm settings, anti-false alarm, 1 minute. Hub beeping, turn that on. Schedule it for all day, that's good. Hit save. Alright, so next I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'll take the freezer alarm, freezer temp probe out of the freezer, and let's see what happens. Well, that was quick. So there we can see the hub alarm going off. And the app also sets off alarms. So there we go. Okay, I need to stop that. I'm gonna put that back in the freezer. And now we'll see what happens as it gets colder. I'm gonna unplug this for just a second. No, I'm not. There you go. Okay, so we set off alarms all over the place. I'm definitely gonna go back and reprogram that to proper parameters, but that's pretty cool. My thoughts on this, I love this kind of stuff. This would be great for your refrigerator, freezer, especially like when you're on vacation or whatever. You'll know the power went out possibly, and that your stuff is thawed in the freezer or gone bad in the refrigerator. So that's good to have. Could also be used in a I don't know, a chicken coop, right? Incubator, that kind of situation, to make sure your chickens are okay. There's a lot of different uses for this thing, and anyway, I like it. I like the app. I like the warning that it gives you there. Very nice deal. Again, this was sent to me to do this review with. And if you're interested in purchasing one of these, there'll be a link, right down there in the description as always, to the product, so you can purchase it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please select like down there and subscribe to my channel. If you didn't like it, well, subscribe to the channel, maybe you like the next one. Thank you for watching. So as I was editing the video for this, I noticed I didn't really go into this guy much. So thought I'd do a real quick addendum here at the end of the video. This does use Bluetooth, so keep it fairly close to the refrigerator. I am actually one floor below it, below my refrigerator. So it's, geez, that's a good 20-30 feet away from my refrigerator. And it still connects. It occasionally drops, but for the most part it does well. So just kind of go through this real quick. Got this button right here, and that will scroll you through all the different pieces of information that you have there. You got this right here, and this little button down here. This is basically the menu button. And you can go through this right here. I did not even notice that before. So actually you can go into your app and set your location so you can have weather on here as well. That's actually kind of neat. Calendar. You can set your calendar as needed or view your calendar. Settings. There's all your different settings in there. I don't want to go into too much detail there. Sensor. You turn this and that will scroll you through. Man, I hope you can see that okay. You can scroll through the different sensors that you have available, and then just press on it and it'll give you the history of it. That's about it in a nutshell. Now one piece of advice after having used this for about a week or so, I would highly recommend that you set that alarm interval on up to about 5 or 10 minutes, because I've noticed that when we open the refrigerator door, I've got 2 little kids, sometimes it stays open for a while and you can see it drop 10 degrees or so. So it will set the alarm off pretty much every time a kid gets into, or anybody gets into, the refrigerator or freezer, and that's annoying. So anyway, there's a little quick tour of this guy. This is cool. This is pretty neat. This has a lot of great uses. So again, thank you for watching.